is Ro D, and I'd like to welcome you to my channel, Healthy Living with Ro D. And today I'd also like to welcome you to my kitchen. I'm going to be doing some Easter baking, and one of the recipes I'm going to be using is called Italian Casatiello Napoletano. What it is a bread that is stuffed with Italian specialty cold cuts and cheeses. I am going to make my own version and call it a lard bread. That is something that is a specialty item in the area where I come from in New York City, the Bronx, and it is absolutely delicious. So thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoy the video, and let's turn around and get started. For this bread recipe, I'm going to be using the King Arthur unbleached bread flour, which you can see is already in my stand mixer bowl, and I will be using lukewarm water, packet of yeast, and I have here a half cup of the rendered pork fat, which is lard. And what's going to go into the bread once I make the dough is, this is prosciutto. It's Boar's Head brand. I asked the deli worker to please give me a 1/4-inch slice. So this is about a ½ pound. I may not use the entire thing for the bread, it depends. I'm going by eye on this. I'm also going to add in some Asiago cheese. I have some cubes already. I'm probably going to cut that up a bit more. And it does call for Pecorino Romano and Parmigiano, but I'm working only with Pecorino Romano, and I have it here grated already. So it does also require freshly cracked black pepper. It's calling for salt, but there'll be enough salt between the cheeses. I think I need to put salt in the dough mix. If that's the requirement, I will do that. And once I prepare the dough, everything will be in the description box, the list of ingredients as well as the measurements. Sorry about that. Okay, so I'll get on to the next step. This is the lard bread dough. It has to proof for 3 hours. So I will be back when it's ready. Our lard bread dough has risen, and now I'm going to roll this out into a rectangle and fill it. I have rolled out my lard bread dough. You can see it's all speckled with black cracked pepper. And now I'm going to fill it and roll it. So I have distributed the filling, and I'm now going to roll it up. I put about 6 tablespoons of Pecorino Romano grated cheese. I wanted to let you know that I did decide to add some of the bite-sized slices of dry salami that I cut in half because it looked a little empty to me. Again, I was originally going to make this lard bread in the way that we usually have it, but now that I see how large the actual dough is, I thought, well, I don't want to skimp, so I added in some of that dry bite-sized salami. So let me get rolling and we'll see what it looks like. So I have rolled it up, and now I'm going to place it into this 10-inch tube pan, and then we'll see what we have. Here is our lard bread. I should call it a stuffed lard bread, right? It came out pretty good. I did have to cook it longer than what the recipe required. And what I did is, when the top looked done at the suggested amount of time cooked, I turned it out onto my half cookie sheet with foil under, wrapped in foil, and I egg washed it because to me it looked too light, and I put some more sesame seeds. I did also put sesame seeds on the top. I forgot to mention that. That was my idea. So this is what we have, and it smells delicious, and I'm confident that it's cooked well on the inside. Hi, I wanted to thank you very much for watching my video. I hope that it encourages you to do some Italian Easter baking of your own. It is really not that hard, and it really is very adaptable to what you have on hand, I feel anyway. I was shooting for lard bread with this recipe. The actual recipe is called Italian Casatiello Napoletano, and this recipe was Rosemary Molloy's, and I watched the video, which is connected to Savory Stuffed Easter Bread and ItalianKitchen.com. So I will put the link into the description box of this video for you if you'd like to go and make that one in the way that the recipe reads, and you can also watch their video, because I did my take on it. And next time I would add more lard. I would definitely layer in and roll out, layer in and roll out, because that would make it more, not greasy or anything, but it would make it the texture of what Bronx lard bread that I've ever eaten tastes like. Other than that, it came out delicious, it looked delicious, and it got rave reviews by everyone that I gave it to. So I'll thank you again, and I'll say goodbye for now, and I'll see you in the next video.